Alright, everyone on YouTube, Redline owners, Cobalt owners, whatever, Ecotech 2.0, I'm pretty sure this is all relative to all the same pretty much designs, but like I said before in a previous video, we were doing a balance shaft delete, and I gotta get these balance shafts out. So we got the harmonic balancer off, and this actually wasn't too bad. Bolt came out, and that's all I did. I used the long, well, I had to use a short extension with a long extension, and then a breaker bar, and then I had this cheap ass impact wrench on it, and it wasn't doing anything, but I was able to get it off. No problem. Now, what I did was, hopefully I didn't crack this off. When I get this off, I'll look at it. But, now, probably not the right way to do it, but I just used a pry bar, right? And I stuck it in here, and it caught. And I was able to get that the bolt out. So, and I was seeing something about a pulley puller, but if you can see, there's a key in there, right? And then the keyway for that, and this actually, let's see if I can line them up. This actually, if you can see that, if I can get it in there, actually just slid right in there. I gotta find the key, but there. I didn't need a pulley puller or anything, so I don't know if that's normal, but see how easy it slides in and out? So, I didn't need any special tools to get it out. And it just comes off. And I didn't... The bolt wasn't reverse thread. It's normal thread. So, I'm going to get a new bolt, because I think I read somewhere that you should probably reuse this. I don't know. We'll find one. And I'm assuming... So, anyway... We're working on getting that cover off. Now, I did see somewhere that I'm gonna have to take off this top motor mount, or take it off to get to some bolts. I'm gonna look at it and see what all I have to do, because I'm gonna have to put a thing. I know that's not top dead center, but we were close, but it doesn't matter because it's all getting redone anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But there are some bolts, you know, all those bolts need to come out. I did take the fender liner off, and then obviously that plastic piece that covers all that, but we're getting there. So we're going to splice a bunch of videos together and keep going. So I'll see you guys in the next, probably in the next segment, we'll have the cover off. Or if I run into something else, you know, we'll cut in. But so far, not too bad. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next cut. Alright, everyone, I'm back. We're back. We're all in this together. Well, I took the motor mount off, whole thing, so I can get to these bolts for the timing chain cover. I unbolted the alternator and took those pulleys off, that pulley. The tensioner pulley is still on there, but I did break my tensioner pulley, unfortunately, and I don't think I can get it back together. Let's see. I don't know if I have the part. Oh, here it is. That spring is pretty tight. Has a pretty good compression, and I don't think I can press it back on there. I also think I lost, I don't know, maybe there's a washer or maybe a snap ring or something that holds it all together. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google, YouTube it, or whatever. I might be ordering a new one. But since I have to put a larger pulley on, or the adjustable tensioner, I'm not exactly too worried about it. But it did take me a little bit. But as you can see, we did take the motor mount off. We got the alternator unbolted. I thought about taking this whole thing off, but I don't think I have to. The only thing I'm worried about is when I get that cover off. I don't know if I can get those balance. I don't know if I can get those balance shafts out, cause they're, up in there, right? So, cause there's the water pump. Now, like I said, we're gonna take all these bolts. All these bolts are for the cover, right? And they just go all around. Once you get all that accessory bullshit off, they're very easily, you can get to them really, really easily. So hopefully, this is gonna be like a balance shaft delete, timing chain, cover, the whole works. But right now we're just focusing right now we're just focusing on the balance shafts, because once I get those out, I can get them sent into OTTP, and he can cut them and grind them, whatever, so I can put them back in there. So hopefully I don't have to drop this motor anymore. I don't know. We're all doing this together. I just got a piece of board, like I read, and it's holding the motor up. So, the biggest thing for me, though, is I'm going to have to put that motor mount back on so I can push my car back into the garage when I get done. But we are making progress. It's not extremely difficult at all. It just takes time and a little bit of patience. So when we come back, we'll have this cover off and see if we can get those balance shafts out. Alright, until then, peace. Alright everyone, we're back. I got the cover off. So this video is probably going to be like, who knows how long, but there's the cover. I kind of had to pry it off a little bit, but you don't want to like pry into here, right? You want to, keep these smooth and clean and everything. So on your cover, it's got these little tabs. There's a tab here, and a tab like right here, a little one right here. Oh, and there's like a little one right here. So you can just get like a little pry bar if it's stuck, and then just go where these tabs are, so you're not going like deep in here and making gouges. Then you're not going to get a proper seal. Well, I suppose you could sand it and finish it, whatever. So I got the cover off, and I think I can get those balance shafts out without dropping the engine. Now putting them back in, that might be a different story. You can see I got this going on. But I don't know, maybe I'll just drill some holes in here. I got a fucking hole drill. I don't know if that would mess the rigidity of the car up. I don't know. Anyway, so you got your chains, and I'm not gonna like go into big detail because I'll probably say something wrong, but this chain rides on this guide, right? And then this chain, this sprocket or cam just slides in and out, and it goes on that. It's got that key in there, right? And I know the timing kits are different for each car, but you can just kind of slide that gear out to get this chain off. You know, slide this gear out, and it fits right in that keyway. I don't know if you can see that, but right in there like that. But I just wanted to show with this cover off. I don't know. Maybe someone that hasn't done this before, this will give you kind of an idea of what it looks like on the inside once you get that cover off. I know I've seen a lot of videos of it done with like the engine out of the car. So this is kind of like with it, well, it is with it in the car. I don't think I'm going to replace any. I think I'm going to keep the stock timing. All this stuff looks fine. I might get some upgraded bolts and just replace some bolts, but nothing looks broken. So, and then I think if you look up in there is where you're like that big tensioner is that puts tension on the chain. So anyway, this is one balance shaft, and then this one on the other side is the other one, and I'm really gonna try to get these out without dropping the motor. So hopefully I can get them out, and then I can get the deletes in. I'm gonna have to loosen this chain, obviously, but take this chain off. It's already halfway off. So anyway, if I can get those out, we'll come back. If not, we'll still come back, and I'll tell you how I fucked up or didn't fuck up. Anyway, hopefully we come back, we'll look at these shafts. Alright guys, peace. Alright everyone, final clip of the night, day, whatever. I took one chain out. I don't know which one that was, the cam chain, whatever the fuck you call it. Whatever. I ended up taking out all the guides. I did, I just took them all off. It was just easier. I didn't want to break everything. Everything looked good. So I think, I know people are gonna say, since you're in there, you might as well just replace everything. Well, I will think about it when that time comes. Right now, this is what we're looking at. Down here, and I don't want to say I was right, but there's one balance shaft, and then there's the other. And this one is the closest one that'll come out. But as I thought, it won't come out. This side barely. If it was like just like a half, maybe an inch lower, and then this one ain't even close. That whole fucking thing hits. You can see it. So we're done for the night. I am done with this for the night because I have to put the motor mount back on so I can roll this back into the garage for the night. Because my garage isn't long enough. No. Sorry, that was my hand. My garage isn't long enough. You can actually see it from the top. Because that cam, or that shaft is right there, but I pushed it in there pretty tight. But you can get some of the bolts from the top, you can get some of the bolts from the bottom. Timing cover came off, everything's off. I just gotta get these shafts out so I can get them sent in. I think what I can do is, I think if I take that mount, if I take that bolt out, I think I can lower it far enough down with support without breaking anything to get those shafts out. And that's what we're going to try tomorrow. But for tonight, we're done. Alright, guys. So, oh yeah, and I did find the cap. It's right here. Look, that's the cap for that spring. Flew off. Oh, another thing is, my dumbass took this fucking key out on the wrong side and it fell into the oil pan. So I'm gonna have to fucking fish that out. Cause so that's another thing. When you're taking these off, these bolts and shit, just be careful not to drop anything in there. But anyway, learn from me and others. Anyway, I hope you all have a good night. We're going to continue this tomorrow. It'll be like a part 2. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in part 2. Y'all have a good night or day, afternoon, whatever. Peace.